Morning. It's weigh-in day. See how we did. The reawakening. So as you just saw, I'm done at 313. So I've lost 152 pounds in 15 months. So I'm ecstatic. I'm 23 pounds from my goal. So I figured that I want to get down to 290 by July. Um, so I think that's really doable, especially if I keep on the same path that I've been doing. I'm, 2 to 4 pounds a week is about what I average, and a lot of it just depends on what I eat. I've been trying to stay good, but we've been trying some new meals, and some of them have a little bit more salt than I'm used to, so I do retain some water. I was expecting to be a little lower this week, but we had one last night, and my wife fixed it while I was gone doing some side business work, and when I got back, it was already done. So, um, but we've been doing. I'm not doing 7 days a week on the DDPY. I've had to take a step back a little bit off of that. One, for my foot. Two, I just um, feel better when I don't do it every day. Um, I still do it 4 to 5 times a week. Um, and then I do like an Oculus, something on it, or I take a walk. So I still am active, but I've kind of cut back on some of the stuff, and it just gives my body some chance to repair itself, so to speak. So, um, yeah, this year's been a little bit different. Um, been helping a lot more uh, of the Positively Unstoppable Challenge contestants this year. Being a motivator. I want to start looking into being a life coach. I think that's a good fit for me. Um, and just, I know I'm not silly enough to think that everything that I did is going to be successful for everybody else. So, it's definitely not been the case for my wife. She has done the same thing and not lost anything. So, except for she can't do the DDPY right now. She has frozen shoulder syndrome. She's a type 1 diabetic and has PCOS on top of it. So, she's unable to do it. But she does some stuff on the Oculus and, kind of lets that uh, guide her the way she wants to. And I don't want to push anything that I do on her. So, I just support her and go on. So, uh, we're still chugging along. So it's April 1st, April Fool's Day. And so this weekend, tomorrow actually, I will be doing Vance Hines' podcast with him. He invited me to do it. We actually looked at hooking up while I was in Dallas doing some work, and it just kind of didn't happen. So next time I go out there, I'm going to try to hook up with him. Um, I wasn't able to give him a really good notice of when that was going to be, so it just didn't happen. So, but Vance is one of the people that inspired me to start. Justin Dobbins was the other one. If you haven't checked out their stories, just search in um, YouTube for Justin Dobbins. It's Dobbins, and Vance Hines. It's Hines, I believe. Um, so they have amazing stories. They both lost. Justin lost 401 pounds in 2 years. Vance lost almost 200, I think it is. Um, I mean, seriously, I don't know that I want to lose 200 pounds. I'm pretty tall. I'm 6'6", so 290s I'd be happy at. But if I get lower than that, I wouldn't care either way. I'm pretty happy with where I am now at 313, to be honest. I do have a few things that I want to tighten up, mainly just like right here. Um, but for the most part, everything's been going pretty well. My eating's been on point. Um, Trying out a few different vitamins and things like that just to see if they make me feel better. Um, like magnesium and a couple new blends of vitamin D uh, that I've been trying out. And then, so being on the road didn't really affect me at all, except for the schedules were kind of jacked up a little bit. I'm used to going to bed earlier. I go to bed at about between 8:30 and 9 in the Eastern time, but I get up at 4 to do my workouts. I've entered into the Smitty run this year that I'm going to do. It's a 5K run, walk, bike, whichever one you want to do. And that is to support my good friend Travis McAfee. And so we'll be doing that. I should get the gear here soon, and I'll showcase that on here. But if you haven't seen anything about Smitty's Run, you can look that up on YouTube as well. I did all the graphics and stuff for it. So we'll go from there. Thanks. Have a great week.